Hi guys! Before I get into the contents of today's video, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment with any critiques, questions, or suggestions. Today's video is going to be a dollar store makeover. The dollar store lately has been getting a lot more arts and craft supplies, especially with their new $3 and $5 sections. The craft supplies I am using in this video, though, are just from the $1 section, so this is just a dollar store makeover. As I was going down the craft aisle of my local Dollar Tree, even though the thing I went in there for had nothing to do with crafts, I just so happened to end up in that aisle, I saw these cute little wooden blocks, and I've been wanting to make some Minecraft pixel art for a while now using little wooden blocks, so this felt like the perfect opportunity. With that said, let's jump right in. These are the blocks I found at the dollar store. At first, I only bought 3 packs, but I ended up needing about 4 or 5 for each project. The first Minecraft item I'm making is a cherry blossom sapling. My favorite color is pink, so I was really excited when they added these trees to the game. I treated each block like a pixel and just followed the design in the game, counting each row as I went. The most difficult part was not moving the blocks as I went because there wasn't anything keeping them in place at this point. Once the design was laid out, I mixed up all the colors I was going to need. I at first went in straight with the paint, but I very quickly realized that it was going to be a lot easier for me to glue everything in place first. Because these are just from the dollar store, they aren't all quite the same size, and there's a lot of imperfections in the blocks. I didn't realize this until I had finished gluing everything in place, but it did end up coming out warped. I also forgot how much wood absorbs paint. It wasn't too big of a deal with the darker colors, but once I hit the lighter colors, it started taking a lot of coats to get a good, solid, vibrant color. I really should have done a base coat with gesso first so that I didn't have to do so many coats of paint. As you can see, this first project was definitely a lot of trial and error. As I was painting, I found that my preferred technique was to treat it like a color by number. I went one color at a time and marked each block that I needed to fill with a small dot of that color. That way I could just fill them in and I didn't have to worry about checking my reference with every block. I definitely underestimated how long these projects were going to take me. I thought they were going to be very simple and easy, but it actually took a lot of time to color match each color, fill in the squares, and then do all the touch-ups. So a lot of respect to people who do a lot of these. I'm not the biggest Minecraft player. I enjoy watching Minecraft YouTube videos, and I enjoy playing SB737's Skyblock server, but I do play just normal Minecraft from time to time. Usually I get spurts where I learn something new about the game from a YouTube video, then I get all excited and I play, and then I get bored again, and then I don't touch it until I find something new to do in it. I am really excited about this new update though. Mostly excited for the trial chambers. It will be cool to have a new structure. I think exploring is my favorite part of the game, so I'm excited to have something new to find. Since this was going on my wall, I thought it would be cool to have some of those flower petals that are on the ground around the trees hanging next to the sapling. I did gesso these first to test if it was really worth doing, and honestly, I don't remember how helpful it was. This next one was actually suggested by a friend. I put up an Instagram story of me working on the sapling, and this friend suggested that I should do an Eye of Ender next, so that's exactly what I did. It's basically just a circle, so I felt confident to just go straight in with the glue without pre-planning the blocks like I did with the last one. I was much more careful to line up the blocks and try to use the table to keep the project flat so that it wouldn't warp, and this one came out much better in that aspect than the cherry blossom. I also tried a bit of sandpaper to make the surface more even, but it didn't really do much. If I had spent more time sanding, it probably would have made more of a difference. And I did use the gesso again. I think it helped more with this one. I only had to do 2 coats of paint for each square, which was less than before, but that could also just be because the colors on this one are darker. Either way, I like having a nice white surface to start on. For this one, I didn't pre-mix the colors. There are a lot more subtle variations in the colors for this design than in the cherry blossom, so I would have had to mix up like 10 colors, and I didn't have enough containers for that. Once I got the first 2 colors on and dry, I noticed that they dried a lot darker than they looked on the palette, and to be honest, I started getting really frustrated at this point. I really want to be able to post a video every other week, and I was falling behind the schedule to do that, and on top of that, I've got a lot going on with work right now. So I started to lose motivation for the project because I felt like I just wasn't going to be able to finish it in time anyway. In order to try and speed things up, I brought out my paint markers to see if I had any colors I could use instead of mixing the color myself. And honestly, these are a lot faster and more convenient than traditional paint. Unfortunately, I didn't have the color variations I need to make it work, so I got a couple colors in before I had to switch back to paint. If you ever do this and you have the paint marker colors you need, I would definitely recommend using them. Even though I wasn't able to do the whole thing with the paint markers, getting these few colors down made it feel like there was a lot less work left to do, which was really motivating. So I buckled down, I got out my paints, and I got the rest done. This project was a fun exercise in color matching and mixing. I got to play around with making colors darker, lighter, more saturated, warmer, and cooler in order to match my reference. I was also able to use one color to help me create the next one, and that also saved a lot of time and it made it feel a lot less intimidating. I decided I wanted to add some shine to the projects, especially the Eye of Ender, because they normally have those kind of shiny effects around them. So I mixed some Mod Podge with some glitter that I had lying around from when I was trying out resin, and I coated both projects in a thin layer of it. I think it just adds a nice touch. Here are the results. Let me know which one is your favorite, and if you were to do this project, which Minecraft item you would make. I think both of these came out really great in their own ways. I love the color on the cherry blossom and the little details around it, but I really like the way that the Eye of Ender came together in the end. Again, let me know which one is your favorite and what item that you would make. Thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, I have no idea what the next video is going to be or when it is going to come out, but whatever it is and whenever it does, I hope to see you then. Bye!